ad Victorium. I'm Brotherhood Bear, and I have some very important things to talk to you about. We are the Brotherhood of Steel, Operation Hope for Future. And we're trying to roleplay our characters' adventures in Appalachia. Can you spell Appalachia? This video is about role-playing for the Brotherhood. Some of the game mechanics make Brotherhood Bear sick. But you can help make me feel better by following a few simple tips. Our first topic is the slow walk. People don't run around like squirrels all the time. They walk normally, so they don't trip over any rocks. It makes it very immersive, and someday will look good in formation. If you think you have to run, try to have a good reason for it. Combat's a good time to run, or if you fall behind the formation. And maybe sometimes you just want to catch up to your friend. At least that's what my headcanon says Swaffy is doing. Okay, time for our second topic, fidgeting. This comes from habits learned from playing the game. We all fiddle with our controls and look around in the game very quickly. Like here, with this knight turning. It makes her feet look all weird. Try not to play with your controls, and if you're going to look around, look to one spot, wait, and then look to another. It looks a lot smoother. This clip features fidgeting, possible unimmersive running, and our next topic, a really awful jump. Jumping in this game really looks stupid. Sometimes you can't help it because you've walked into an object. In this case, it would have been better to just walk off the cliff. And this makes baby Jesus punch puppies in the face. This also leads to our next topic. Stay the f away from the cameraman. So far, we use two kinds of cameras. This is our first-person HUD view. It's pretty easy to avoid causing trouble. In this scene, you can see that no one steps in front of the camera. They plant themselves and destroy it. And even when Reginald goes running by at the end, he doesn't really cause a problem, even though he's crazy for going down there. This is the third-person camera. It's another bag of worms altogether. It sits behind my head and bounces in and out depending on what's behind me. What a pain in the ass. I just bounced that camera by running past Red and that wall. If I hadn't had my camera pointed down, that scribe would have slammed the camera right into the back of my head. Here, I was trying to walk a straight line down the road, maybe looking side to side. But watch the guy in the T-51B armor and the Gatling gun. He's been told he shouldn't be following the camera. So I spent 45 minutes weaving back and forth, running away from him, trying to get him off my butt. That wasn't very fun, and it sure took a lot of editing to fix. So I reiterate, stay the f*** away from your cameraman.
I'll see you cut asunder!
So don't be that guy, okay? That brings me into my next subject, communications. This one ought to be a fun one. We use a couple of methods to talk in game.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Oh. Greetings, Survivor. Sorry about that.
We use area chat when we talk to other survivors, and we use TeamSpeak to simulate radio comms.
Oh, where are you at? Down below you.
In general, use area chat for people who are close to you, and radio chat to reach those who may not be able to hear the area chat. There are certain things that people do that break immersion and make a mess of communications. One of those things is talking right over what somebody's saying, otherwise known as crosstalk. If everybody's talking over everybody else, it's hard to figure out what's going on. One thing to always remember is to respect the chain of command. Typically on our journeys, we have a squad leader and a CO. If one of them is speaking, then you should keep your mouth shut. Unless, of course, a Deathclaw is about to eat one of our scribes. And for everybody else, be polite. Let them participate in the roleplay. That brings me to my next topic. People who talk too damn much. In real life, I'm one of them, but not while I'm roleplaying. We should always allow everyone a chance to participate. If you've already had a chance to say a lot during a session, step aside and let other people carry the conversation. Try not to comment on everything you see. When we're in a dangerous situation, limit your comments to the tactical situation. Another thing that's disruptive is when you talk about game mechanics. Don't talk about people's levels or glitches in the game, anything that will break immersion. We limit the knowledge our characters have for a very specific reason. If we've already done everything in-game, then what's left for us to discover? If you're not sure you should mention something, then don't. Talk about it with the group either before or after your mission. We use push-to-talk for a reason. Listening to people cough or take bong hits can be very distracting, and sometimes it hurts your ears. And finally, pay attention. If somebody asks if a nuke is going to hit us, look at your Pip-Boy and let us know. This final section is about little things that you can do to help improve the immersion. Things that make music in the game are really hard to edit around. And in a roleplay sense, it's just making a lot of noise, which will attract enemies and not let you hear them. Try your best to make sure that all music sources are turned off, and never turn them on yourself. That would be just great.
Well, go ahead and bring out your weapon. That way you're not just pulling out of thin air.
That's a really great point, Senior Knight Redcliffe. It really looks stupid when you pull a heavy weapon out. So try to keep your heavy weapon out at all times. If you use a smaller weapon, then you don't have to worry. Some perks and drugs cause effects in-game that we really don't want to see. I'm talking about the stealth effect. Here's an example of it being caused by sharing the perk Escape Artist. This effect can be used as long as it's tied to the use of a stealth boy. Well, that covers it for now. And I'm going to give you time to think about everything you've just learned. Ad Victoriam!